Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the kingdom, y'all. You already know it's the king speaking to you, and you're stepping straight into part 8 of the Disco Elysium playthrough. You already know if you haven't watched parts 1 through 7, I highly recommend you go back. You do that so that you know what's going on. And if you're caught up and you do know what's going on, or if you're just jumping in on part 8 just to kind of see where I'm at and what's happening, see if it's a good series, I can accept that. I appreciate that. Regardless, let's jump into part 8 of Disco Elysium. Okay, so we've been just wandering. Trying to talk to people, things like that. I want to go back inside here, go back to the second floor, see if anything's different. So let's do that. Oh, hold on. There's people in here now. Things are definitely different. It's hustling and bustling. Can I? Can I not talk to? Oh wait. Can I not talk to this guy right here? Nope, can't talk to him. It's busy in here now. What about? Does this guy say anything now over here or no? Oh, this guy still won't wake up.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
58%. We're getting closer and closer, but I'm not gonna try it yet. Still don't have anything to play karaoke with. Ooh, who's this at the bar? I'll just take his his dirty ass beer can.
Can I help you?
Huh. What am I seeing here? What did I? Huh. Guess not much.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. The door does not budge.
Oh.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Okay. This guy say anything now?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay. Anyway, let's go to the second floor. Actually, let's go back look in the mirror.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
You're looking at destruction. Sorry for this. I did it my way. This is where the magic happens.
No problem, officer.
He takes a step forward to the door like he'd like to leave. Pick up all the...
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 2100. Okay. Picking up all the dirty bottles here. Cleaning up the room, don't mind me. Yep.
The bed is cold and not
Yep, just trying to clean everything up. Nice, got the white satin shirt. Didn't I not see that the first time? What was I doing? The white tank top. Plus one physical instrument. Plus one suggestion. Plus one conceptualization. Okay.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Dig deep into your mind and locate the source of the expression. No, let's let it be for now. Still can't open that door. Alright, let's get out of here. These old men have anything else they want to say to me?
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts. Feels like being on recon again.
I saw the statue of Felipe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III, on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
How should a true king rule? What was that about cocaine? Let's talk about something else.
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself. A powerful leader is not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. I'm not sure how to feel about that. So I'm going to say number 2, because I know that's what he wants to hear.
Revachol would be a different place if more people realized that. We could still be the...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There's some weariness in his voice now. He's heard this rant many times before.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
What was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much.
Purple nose candy?
His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
He is obviously annoyed.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revachol's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
What was this about higher realms? Sounds interesting. Such responsibility requires a boost every now and then. I sometimes need one too. Seems like irresponsible behavior for a monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery, much less rule countries.
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Alright.
Right.
Well, can't answer that. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Alright, well... And they're going to lead me to... much anywhere. The spirit of trips and clicks and swallows fill the air. So what is this? Can I get to it? There we go. Nose fed. Alright, so I haven't come over here yet. Ooh, the fingerless gloves. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Gasoline-stained fingerless gloves in navy blue. They've been worn threadbare, but being made of wool, so provide some warmth and comfort. Alright. We'll put that on. Roy's Pawn Shop. Ooh. This is what I've been looking for, so I can get some money. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. Is that Roy? He look butt ass naked. They bust up a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is wearing away.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Bright blue like my uniform.
Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back? Oh, maybe he's talking about the gun. Inspect the knight on horseback. Inspect the blue uniforms. Inspect the figurines and rags. Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Inspect the knight on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Point at the knights on horseback. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this looks like Rene, the old guy who was playing Pentek.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Point at the blue figurines. Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figurines and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. It is impossible to win against the cohort to capital, asked my friend Guard, whose bitch it made him, whose bitch it made me. I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment.
Maybe.
So what is this? Interfacing 2. Interfacing 2. Did I? Whatever I just took off, or put on, does that help with interfacing, or did that give me more interface? I took off the gloves, that helps with interfacing. So what if I put these gloves back on? Inspect it again.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding
It's
the
still
rest of the
58%.
trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
This is a white check. You may retry it. Let's try it.
Everything you pick up seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
Alright, well, let's step away and put my fingerless gloves back on. Alright, because the other gloves didn't help at all.
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the street light. Is that a street light? Where'd you get this? How much for the street light?
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Is this a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
How much?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Are you out of your mind? There's one just like on every corner. even taking into account the risk of obtaining light, that seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
What else we got here? Most military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Alright, let's see what he actually has to say.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
He asks.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I feel him. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shake your head. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately?
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Not quite the collection indeed. Look around, typical vacuous consumerist objects. Honestly, I think some of your selections are, press your finger to your lips, more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Oh boy. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? 242, too low. There's something I'd like to sell. You might be able to aid our investigation. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers in the citizens' militia? Yeah, let's start with that one.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh, come on now.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God.
My morale.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun? Was the buyer a policeman too? At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our job better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia? I'm sorry, I sold my gun.
It's possible in these parts of town. We ought to find her and discourage her from taking justice into her own hands.
He looks around worried.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me. He probably has a good reason for that. Drop the matter. Let's drop it for now. I don't know. I feel like that's something I should talk about when Kim's not with me. He seems already a little upset. Any idea where I can find the buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Yay, 5 experience. You might be able to aid in our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
Actually, that's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
I wanted to ask again about my missing gun. No. Alright. I'll talk to him about trying to sell
Hello
something.
again. How can I help you?
Something I like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I like to sell my clothes. I have this commemorative pin, but before I sell it, I have some questions. I'll check my pockets. That's your pawn menu.
Jean-Baptiste summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
Okay, but can you hold on to it for a few days before putting up for sale? I promise to give the pin back. That's all I wanted to know about the pin. 320 has a rip-off.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice. Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now.
Okay, that sounds good. Weeks for a good amount of days.
Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything?
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Keeping that. Alright, yeah, let's pawn it. Yeah, 320. Hopefully I didn't need it for anything.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright, let's get out of here. So now I have $7.14. I am getting rich. Where do I sell my bottles and stuff? I swear it was here. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, so we got more info on tracking down the gun. Keep looking, maybe someone knows something. How are these coming along? Ooh, we're getting there. We're figuring some stuff out. Alright. That lonesome long way home's getting pretty close. Well, let's get out of here. Well, is there anything else I need to look at? I can't remember if I looked at everything.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep the Stereo 8 approved machine here. What I really want to know, could this device come handy in my police work? Are you sure this is all in your working order?
Is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
Alright, well I can't afford it, so... Alright, well, let's get out of here. I think that's all we can do for now. Okay, well, let's keep exploring down here. Take that. Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. What's going on here? Barry, can you hear me, buddy? Who's Barry?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Hold up.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
And release it.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Wednesday morning. Alright, well. Huh. Did it obtain something? So close it on Wednesday. What's today? I don't know what day it is. I know what time it is, I just don't know what day it is. Oh, it's Monday. It's at the top. Stupid. Okay. And it's 2000 hours. It is currently... What is 2000? That's 8 o'clock, correct? Yeah, wait, yes. People start going to bed at 9, so my day is almost done. Helpline to the company controls the drawbridge.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Go over and ask him.
Try the shades on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for $2.50.
They're
Not trying to swindle me.
Concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
Ooh.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Okay. Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses. You're right, I'm too sensible for those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
What kind of shady business this guy running?
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Alright, let's leave for now. What's in here?
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
How about some premium class service over here? Like paying with net worth. Go over and ask him if you can do that.
Alright, let's talk to him and then we'll go back.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers. Thralls. Slaves, basically.
I thought I was pointing towards him.
Like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers. Ultra serious.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Speaking of luxury, you should go over and ask about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
Alright. I'm trying.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Sealing, huh?
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool.
Oh, nice.
Bang, 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 bang!
He knows how to butter me up. He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. Really? You think I'm cool? I'm not cool. Whether I'm cool is unimportant. I have police questions for you.
You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
Where are you from, Silang?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You're from the Apricot Suzerainty, right? Maybe you're not a local, are you? Sounds good.
See, guy, apricot suzerainty. It's all the same to me. It's all cool. I'm interested in sales. Go ahead, let's make one. Super high quality, friendly prices.
So, Silang, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs. I actually don't like drugs. Proceed. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting things out of the harbor. What if I say I'm super into drugs?
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest.
Let's say if I make him think I think it's cool, maybe he'll talk about it.
Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person.
Okay.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all, but I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Right.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me. So you were embarrassed to tell me. Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? See, Lang, my sources tell me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. With ingenuity. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
You're wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs here. Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell you your employer has been stealing his stuff.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
If you don't want to get into this mess, raise your voice. You have to give us a reason to move on. We're buddies, Lang. Help us out. No one will know it was you. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Oh, see, I knew it was that crazy lady. Who are those other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver. Dazed out? Strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Alright, I look around, thanks.
Advanced race theory.
Oh, my thought's complete.
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Learning cap for rhetoric raised to 5. 1 plus 1 conceptualization. The mystery is mostly aesthetic. Oh, nice. Now I can talk to the homie about it, so I can go over there. I feel like I also want to talk to the lady, the Lorry lady. So we're getting some stuff done now, folks. The jam mystery. Someone's using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients. Find out who the lady driver and where's her lorry. Okay, so now we can talk. We can maybe ask her some more stuff. So that's good. Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. I will take all those, thank you. Alright, we got some questions for you, Lorry lady.
The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Alright, snap her fingers.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
Let me say this. I didn't say this before. I still understand this whole Bodero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to on the Western Plain.
The boyadero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Okay, what's that? I've already got too many records to listen to as it is. Change topic.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
Guessing that doesn't happen, and they live happily ever after?
Don't be stupid. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man, one night. As he and his beloved are out walking along the river Margaret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
I think I see where this is going. So he gives up his riding and settles down, right?
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Margaret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought that was going. Not solemnly, a beautiful song. That's a terrible song.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
Alright, are you the lady driver?
You just call me a lady, Jerife.
Snap, should I have not?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Well, aren't you a lady? I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Jerife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children, and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Alright. Why are you scary to the people who used to know you? You said long haul, Then who's the female driver I was told of?
because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there, it's all just...
She hums along as if the track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
Then who is the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
That's all I need to know, thanks.
Awesome.
Alright, well.
Lonesome, long way home.
Oh, nice, another one.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then, past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Learning cap for perception raised up to 5 and speed gives me 1 psychic. Alright, well. 2 thoughts down. Jamais vu. Alright. Okay, well. So she's not the Lorry. Who is? What about that lady that came into the whirling rags in the beginning of the game? Can I talk to her again?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
Okay, it's just raining for her. Alright, well, should probably go talk to the guy up here before everyone goes to bed and calls it a night. Oh, let me get around them. Excuse me, pardon me. Yep, coming through. Gonna talk to the measurehead. Yep, thank you. Coming through. Don't mean to be in the way. Thank you. Oh, I'm slipping by. Alright, so before I talk to him, I think we might do that in the next episode. So make sure you come back. Thank you so much for coming through, checking out part 8. If you like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And as soon as we can start on the next time around, we're going to talk to the measurehead. We're going to use everything that we've learned from... Nobody comes close to the measurehead. Bitch! You watch what I'm about to do. We gonna outsmart him, outwit him. We gonna maybe fight him. Who knows what's gonna happen? But if you want to know, you're going to have to come back in the next one for part 9. So hopefully, I'll see y'all there. And until then, peace out.